Yo, what's up, world? My name is Zeus Rebel Waters, and right now you watching my therapy session, basically talking about my new EP, Personality Crisis. I basically titled this album Personality Crisis because, first off, I'm a Gemini, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the Geminis out there, everybody that's watching, woo woo, Geminis. But besides that, I feel like my music goes so many different places, you know what I'm saying? You heard the hip hop influence, you heard the rock influence, you heard the blues influence, you even heard the pop influence. So you heard all these different genres of music and all of these different cultures of music that are embedded into my one project. So I felt it was only right to call it Personality Crisis because I'm kind of having a personality crisis of doing all different kinds of music and displaying different genres. So that's why I call my EP Personality Crisis. What makes this project a lot different is, well, first off, this is my first EP under my new name, Zeus Rebel Waters. I formerly went by the name of Rucker Puff, and at that time I was doing predominantly mostly all hip hop music, just all basically just hip hop. And now with I don't even want to say it's a name change, but Zeus to me, Zeus from Rucker Puff, Zeus is kind of like the enhanced version of Rucker Puff. So it's kind of like my alter ego, you know what I mean? So that's what Zeus is. And with the Zeus project, I would say that the records, I'm a lot more fearless. Not that I was fearful when I was doing the Rucker Puff project, but I think when I was doing the Rucker Puff stuff, it was kind of more expected. It was kind of a little bit, in the box, you know what I mean? I was always different. Of course, I had the blonde mohawk, and I've always, dressed different and did things like that. But now, with me doing the Zeus Rebel Waters project, I feel like I'm really like just going there. Like we really crossing those waters. We really testing the limit. We really trying to make records that you can emotionally just feel, you know what I mean? Whether you having a good day, bad day, mad day, sad day, we're just trying to make sure, we're just trying to pour all the emotion out of you with these records, and we really crossing waters and crossing territories that haven't been crossed by not staying in a box and not sticking to the industry standard and saying, hey, well, your record has to sound like this. We just trying to make, really dope, really great, and really inspiring music. So that's what makes this project different, I would say, is just being a lot less fearless, being a lot more fearless than it was before I transitioned to Zeus from Rock. So Son of a Dope Boy is definitely one of my favorite records that I wrote. That song is produced by 101 The Exclusive, and basically what the record is talking about, it's a song that I wrote about my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad was always in the streets when I was younger, man. I was spoiled rotten, you know what I'm saying, little kid, because my daddy was a hustler, and you know how it is. You know how the 80s hustlers was. They drove their Mercedes Benz. They had their Mercedes Benz gold necklaces, and they splurged on their kids. So my dad was the dope boy, and I was a son of a dope boy, and I just wrote a record about him. And what I tried to do in the record really was just kind of tell the story of what's at least like shine a light on the positives of being the son of a dope boy. But then when you listen to the record, you can also hear the negatives of me being the son of a dope boy also. So I'm kind of just telling the story in the song of how he started off her, and the rise and fall of being a hustler, because we already know, when you are in these streets, you know what I'm saying, most of the time, unless you invest in, or unless you already have an exit plan, it's either jail or death. So basically, Son of a Dope Boy, that record is basically about my dad. Loser is also one of my favorite songs. You're gonna hear this a lot because there's not a lot of songs on the EP, and a lot of these songs are really near and dear to my heart, and Loser is really like one of them. In life, we all want to win, you know what I mean? But I think we have to sometimes sit back and we have to really ask ourselves, like, what's winning? was success, because success, you know, to everybody is different. You know what I mean? People take in success and they call it different things. Like some people say, well, I got a house, I got a car, and I got a mansion, I got this, and I got money, so I'm successful. And then other people just like, man, I made it from a circumstance that I was in, you know, that was a bad circumstance, and I won from that. So basically what Loser is about, Loser is just that record that's dedicated to anybody, man, that's just feeling like that they might give up, that they might quit, that they might be going into the deep dark hole that they can never come out of. Loser is basically just saying, man, just keep pushing, keep fighting, you know what I'm saying, keep pressing along. And that's all I ever been doing, man. I ain't had a lot of people that's always, you know, rooted for me to win. But you know, at the end of the day, I gotta keep pressing on. The most important thing for me is to be as successful as I can, and just spread positivity around this world, and just try to uplift people, you know, of all cultures. Just uplift people and tell people, man, you gotta push forward. Because what happens, I think what just separates a lot of people is some people get knocked out and they don't never get back up, and that be it for them. Then you got some people that get knocked out and they wake up and they say, all right, I got knocked out, but I'm coming back harder. And I'm one of them cats, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you lose, it's all right to lose, but how many people can lose and get back up and fight again? So Loser, like I said, is a really personal record. It's a really dope record. And y'all gonna love it, man. Y'all gonna love it. Burning Roof is like a really dope song to me. You know, it's I think all artists make that song where they like, even if it was another artist that was singing it, or if another artist that wrote it, they would like really rock with it. And Burning Roof is just like one of those records. It's also a song where no matter what's going on in my life, when I get a chance to perform that song, I feel like it's that one record that's gonna just take all the pain away. It's gonna just make me feel so much better. It's a record that when I sing it, it come from deep down here, and I just have to pull it all the way up, and I just let it go. So the meaning behind Burning Roof is basically, I'm gonna get real deep with y'all because it's the therapy session. I'm gonna get real deep. I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag what the song is about. Okay, so listen. Burning Roof is really about selling your soul. Now I'm not saying like trying to get all like real quirky with it, like you gotta sell your soul to the devil and you doing this and Illuminati this and Illuminati that. That's not what I mean when I say selling your soul. To me, selling your soul is doing anything to get somewhere that you're trying to go that's outside of you. Like if it go all the way against your morals and ethics and everything that you stand for, and you do it anyway, then to me you sold your soul. So I look at selling your soul kind of like that. In the record, if you listen to the record Burn the Roof, when you get the EP, you should already have the EP, but if you ain't already got it, when the record comes on, it say, if you at a party on top of a burning roof, do you jump off or do you keep on partying? And basically what that's saying is, if you get to the door of whatever this door is that you're trying to get to, wherever you're trying to go in your life, if you get to the door and the person that's the gatekeeper to let you in say, hey, you got to do this to get in this door, but what he wants you to do is something way outside of you, and it's way against your morals and ethics. If you do it anyway, then you sold your soul. And that's what the Burn the Roof is about. So it's a really dope record. Obviously, you know, you just gotta sit back and listen to the record. It's a party record too, so it's a party record, but it's also like one of them records that you can really sit back and listen to the lyrics to. And of course, we got the old school hip hop feel on it. The roof is on fire. See, I'm already ready to perform, but yeah, Burn the Roof, man. It's one of the singles that we rolling with, and check it out. Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout cookies is like a hip hop, pop, punk, techno. It's like all over the place, but it's a crazy record produced by Sybil Smith. Basically, he had me come over to his house one night, and he like, dude, I got this crazy beat, you need to hear it. And I'm like, all right. So I went and heard the beat. It's like, you know what I'm saying? When I heard the beat, I'm like, ooh, this crazy and it's so different. And the bass just come in, so I was like, okay, you know what? We need to do something real crazy on it. So, but back to the title, why it's called Girl Scout Cookies. The reason we called the record Girl Scout Cookies is because we all know that the Girl Scouts come to your house and they sell cookies, but if you notice, for the last probably 10 odd years, they never change the flavors. They always sell the exact same cookies. So what I was meaning by this song, with the reason we created it, we were saying that that's kind of how the music industry, is it's always, you know, for a while it's been the same kind of artists coming out, and even the artists just in your local, your local area, they all sound the same, or they all probably look the same. And that's kind of what we meant by Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm saying? We saying that the industry and just music period is starting to be like Girl Scout cookies, which is really whack. So, you know, we like, you know, stop selling Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm saying? Give us something original, something different. And that's why I wrote this record. It's a real crazy record, real crazy video. I know I got a little flack because, you know, we cussed the little girl out on the video, but that's my homie daughter. You know what I'm saying? Her parents with her. It's all good. It's all love. Zeus love the kids. I got Zeus juice coming out for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip. Might even get my own cereal, hopefully. But yeah, so that's Girl Scout Cookies. Check the video out on YouTube. You know, y'all gonna love it. Last but not least, we got a record on the album, Daddy's Little Girls. Daddy's Little Girls is a real emotional record for me. You know, everything that I do, man, you know, first and foremost is for my family. You know what I'm saying? I want to work as hard as I can work, just like I'm sure everybody else out there that's watching this. You want to work as hard as you can for your might be for your parents, maybe for your wife or your husband, or for your children more than anything. And I just want them to have everything. So I wrote a record called Daddy's Little Girls. You know what I'm saying? That I dedicated to my babies. And for you to dedicate to your babies. You know, us adults, sometimes we work really, really hard and we take it out on our kids because we upset with life, or we upset with our boss or something like that. So I just wanted to dedicate something to my daughters, and this record is on YouTube also, and it's called Daddy's Little Girls, and that was pretty much the motivation behind it, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Yo, Zeus Rebel Waters, I appreciate y'all watching my therapy session about my EP, available right now. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on cdbaby.com. You can get it in your retail stores. It's called Personality Crisis by me, Zeus Rebel Waters. Make sure y'all follow me on IG at Zeus Rebel Waters. That's ZeusRebel Waters, WATERS, all one word. Born Ready Records is the movement. Rebel Waters collection and clothing line is coming soon to a retailer near you. Shout out to my brother 16 for the visuals. You know what I'm talking about? Born Ready Records. I already let y'all know what it is. We are the Rebels. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to my whole team, to my whole staff, to Mez, F-Dash, everybody. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know what it is, man. Peace, love, and be yourself. Make sure you go get Personality Crisis right now.
Trap stars, expensive cars. Start to talk living in the ghetto, now he's living large. A crew of workers for the surface, he's the one in charge. But got too friendly and he simply almost called to charge.